innocent, walking a few steps behind you, and noticing time as it passes us by.
Eurydice and Orpheus. It's a beautiful love story and one of the saddest too, to lose the one you love twice in your life. Orpheus was the most talented and famous musician and poet of all times. He was passionately devoted to music. By his music, he would bring to tears the hearts of men, would charm wild beasts and tame bad weather. He fell in love with Eurydice, his beloved. They got married and they lived in bliss for some time and loved each other tenderly. But this idyllic happiness and this perfect love was soon to be shattered in pieces. Aristeus, the shepherd, saw the beauty of Eurydice and lusted after her. He started chasing her. She ran away, but whilst running, Eurydice stepped on a poisonous snake that struck her heel. She collapsed instantly on the yielding green meadows. Orpheus tried in vain to apply healing plants to her wound to revive her. Nothing was to be done. She gave up her last breath. When Orpheus saw her inanimate, pale body, he wept bitterly and was inconsolable. As he realized that all was lost, he decided to get her back, even if that meant to fetch her from Hades, the kingdom of hell. So he mustered all his courage and descended into hell in the hope of getting his beloved back. To the music of his strings and his voice, all the bloodless spirits were moved to tears, even the king Hades and his wife Persephone. Orpheus pleaded with Hades, and as a last resort, told him that if he refused to let Eurydice come back with him, that he would have to keep him in hell as well. Being moved, they decided to let him have Eurydice back. However, there was one condition to be met, that once he started his journey out, he was not to turn around to look at his beloved until he crossed the gates of darkness. They reunited shortly, and Orpheus took his bride. Eurydice followed Orpheus in the dark and steep passageway through the hushed silence and the murky gloom. When Orpheus finally saw the light of day, and hearing no sound behind him, he decided to make sure that Eurydice was still there. What is he doing? Oh no, he's turning back. Don't, Orpheus, please don't turn back. But he did. He did turn back to look at his lovely Eurydice. Oh, why? What went through your mind, Orpheus? Why did you turn back? Maybe you just couldn't wait anymore. Maybe you just had to have a peek of her. You missed her so much. Or you just wanted to make sure it was really your Eurydice and not some monster. You just wanted to make sure. In love, it's not possible to be prudent. And you turned and saw the lovely face of your beloved Eurydice. But then, so swiftly, she was pulled back. And you ran behind her, but she was pulled with such velocity and speed that there was nothing you could do except watch her being taken away from you for the second time. You stretched your arms to hold her, to be held, but all you clasped, poor soul, was but the yielding air. You called her with your voice, and hands stretched out to her in utter despair as she was fading away. Eurydice, my Eurydice, come back! And she, Eurydice, dying for a second time, made no complaint. For she said, I have been loved, and it's not a crime to have been loved too much, is it? And then, as she uttered a last goodbye in a faint voice, she disappeared forever in the depths of hell. And Orpheus looked in her eyes as she looked back into his until he saw her no more. The double death of his Eurydice stole Orpheus' wits away. He longed, he begged in vain to be allowed to cross the stream of Styx for a second time, but the ferryman repulsed him. Even so, for 7 days he sat upon the bank, unkempt and fasting, in anguish, grief and tears being his nourishment. It is said that even the king of hell, Hades, shed tears at his ending, but couldn't intervene, as he said that the violence of his cruel law was stronger. Orpheus cried for months and searched in vain for an entry into the gates of hell in agony, but it was gone. This time his fate and hers was doomed, and it was a lost cause. Sometimes in life, one act, one single act, a mistake, can take everything away from you, and you can keep rushing to turn the clock back, to undo or redo things differently. But you can't change a thing, and you have to live with this horrible feeling that haunts you till your last breath. And that is how Orpheus felt, for he never went to another woman after that. It was a tragedy, and he never got over it. Later, the Menaides, his enemies, tore Orpheus' body in pieces and threw his head in the mighty river Hebros. But his head floated and kept singing and crying, Eurydice, Eurydice. Did you know that he was the only Greek god who was faithful to his wife? Anyway, this story teaches us that love doesn't die, love is never lost. Even if this love is hidden in the depths of the earth, it can be reached by the way of the heart. We also learn that to reach our beloved, love alone is not enough, wisdom is also needed. To reach the object of his desire, Orpheus invoked the gods by his musical and harmonious strength. He pleaded, negotiated, and was persistent. However, the main lesson of this story resides at the end. To reach whatever goal in life, faith is necessary till the end. Orpheus shows this to us by not keeping his promise till the end, which is not to turn around. If one has faith for 9,999 kilometers, and there is but 1 kilometer to go before reaching one's goal, if at a particular moment doubt arises, one can never hope to achieve that desired goal. The meaning of this is that faith is the secret of all achievement. Thank you for watching.
And hold you close until you break through. Baby, I need you to listen to me. Nobody knows the truth. They can guess, they can guess. And nobody knows about me, and they can guess, and they can guess. And it may sound a bit cliche, but I think I'm falling for you. And I know that you think your heart may break, but baby, take a chance and jump